By the way, we're live. Just right now. Welcome everybody. There's nobody here. It's okay. Um, Not yet, at least. Let's see.
We should do like an Instagram, TikTok reel commercial where we talk about how you just steal your friends and parents' phones to download a show. That should be like our
Dude,
tagline.
I hyped this
That'd be a
up to
fun
an
idea.
entire open brewery of individuals today,
Oh
and
wow.
they're interested. In fact, they said we could host our show from their trivia night, which would require
Ooh,
you guys being in my neck of the woods. But if that's something that we sound interested in, we can figure out those logistics.
I'm fucking in, dude.
I
Like,
could be interested in that.
no, you are in, dude. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if
This
two of
is
the
this
three are
is a
in,
place that I mentioned to you guys a long, long time ago, back before it was with Evelyn Too Deep to Live and Talk in LA. The place that I'm a regular at on accident, this
Mhm.
is that same place.
All right. YouTube is up. What up, K Fred?
Hey,
Welcome
Karen.
back. Got a couple people on Twitch, it looks like. I'm gonna
All
close my
right.
door real quick for noise purposes. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Just kidding, it's already closed. It looked like it wasn't. Okay.
Recording in
All
progress.
right, homies.
Nice.
Hey, Graphy. We're here, dude.
Graphy.
Graphy. We
All
like
right.
that, Graphy.
Okay. We go like we live, but now we're going live. How does that sound?
Yeah, now it's real.
Okay. Let's get it. Okay. All right. Here we go. Dude, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us and we appreciate that. My name is Mark,
I'm Vic.
I'm Evelyn.
and we are, Victor, look at me,
To
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 live
live
and
and
talk
talk
in
in LA.
LA.
Hey, that was phenomenal. That's the best one yet.
I think it's better if we do it in slow motion. That helps.
It felt
Look
that
into each
way
other's
for a
eyes.
moment.
It helps for anyone who listens to our podcast, which you can find on Apple Podcast, Spotify, however you get your podcast, on
Oh,
the
got that one
point,
early.
the 1.25 or 1.75 people, because if we when we do it that slow, it'll be normal speed for them.
Yeah.
I love
Actually,
that.
I think people who listen in the car like to do it with us as well. Like they say it along and try to match our pace.
Mhm.
So K Fred said it was better, much better. So I'll take it.
Ah, shit, dude.
Oh,
go.
oh my God, we're not doing well.
Well, I'm feeling good. How are you guys?
Feeling great, dude. It's a good week. I feel like I got a new lease on life.
Lease on life. Tell me more.
Isn't that what they say? I actually think that sounds weird now that I say it because that means like my life, I got a lease. That's just going to end.
But you're living fast, dude. Like you're
Yeah.
appreciating what you have while you have it.
I suppose so. I'm living in the moment this week. Started a new job this week, as you guys know, and it feels really nice because you don't know what you have until it's gone. That's another thing people say. That one is true though, because once it was gone, I really missed it. You know, my biggest miss from the last year and a half, the biggest thing I've missed from my old job to the one that I had was Slack and being able to talk to people and seeing people in real life.
Tell
That
the
goes a really
non-corporate
long
world
way.
a little bit about what Slack is.
Slack is an instant messaging program that
Mhm.
corporate companies will pay for to help their employees be more productive and communicate. I think it's funny it's called Slack, though, because I tell everybody I'm a big time slacker. I announce it to everyone. I'm the biggest slacker of the freaking company because I'm on that shit. My fingers are smoking because I'm instant messaging so much.
That was me
Um,
and you. We won't say the name out loud, but we may or may not share the same place of employment. And we may or may not have been slacking each other.
yeah.
And man, was I thrilled to be slacking off with you.
It's so fun. It is, especially to do with somebody you know, to like hit up your peeps and just like vent about stuff in the day. Or it's just fun. You can send people gifts. I was teaching people how to send gifts through it, and it felt
Dude,
really
it's
good.
such a big deal when you learn how to do
Yeah,
that. That's
yeah.
a spare moment. Yeah.
I taught the person who was training me about Slack on the call how to do that, and I was like, "Why don't I just run this call, dude? The king is back."
Do you know what Slack feels like when like Bill Gates said that he hires the laziest person for the hardest job because they get it done more quickly?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like that's what this Slack. Wow, I like that you guys. I really hate you. That was real deep. Yeah, those revelation moments with all of you guys here on live or streaming now. Yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got.
I think what also feels good about this job is that at my old job, I basically saw no one and talked to nobody all day. And now I see like 5 people. So it's not like crazy too much. It's not annoying me because I can also get that way where it can be too much. But I can see like 3 to 6 people a day, and that feels pretty good. Like 1 or 2 at a time, that's just right for me in terms of pace. So I just feel good, man. It's also happy. The days go fast. Like I don't find myself looking for things to do. They just come to me. Just very good. Feels good.
You're thriving. That's a
Yeah.
natural order of
Yeah.
things. What about you,
Oh,
Mark?
back home.
Where are you at?
Must be nice to love where you work, dude.
I'm all training right now. We'll see once I actually get to the work. I'm out of the training week.
This
It's
is
gonna be
this
tough.
is what I've been taught is called the honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
I'll leave that with you guys.
Well, you're in the honeymoon phase, bro, and you're speaking in cliches too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I'm
I
inspired.
love
I'm
that.
sprung right now on this job, but it's
Well,
gonna end fast.
Do you have a double entendre somewhere that we could just think about it?
Let me cook a little bit.
Well, there's also I never understood the cliche. The grass is always greener on the other side. Is it because you think it's better on the other side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. You think,
And that's why people say it's not greener on the other side, it's green where you water it.
Right.
So the cliche is the grass is always greener on the other side, or it's not always as green as the other side. Like, what is it?
the
Because-
grass is always
Is
greener
always
on the
greener.
other side.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that means it's always better, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but you think it's always better. That's the
So you-
thing.
So then,
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to unpack here, which is the grass always? Like, how would you say it? Like when you contextually use it,
I
is
think
it?
you. Well, I
the
say
grass-
grass is
Go
always
ahead.
greener. That's it. You
Yeah,
just cut out
me too.
almost
I don't
all of
even
it.
complete
And
it.
people
I'm not going
understand.
that hard. Yeah.
If you really
Grass
wanted
is
to
always
write it
greener.
out to like somebody who doesn't speak English or like something, you would say, "You think the grass is always greener on the other side, but it may not be." I think is what the whole
If they
thing
don't
is.
speak English, I'll just be like, you know,
Yeah,
you always think you know it's best. Just-
yeah, figure it
Yeah.
out. You know.
The grass is always verde on the other side.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
Muy verde.
But the catch is that I don't think it's always greener though. You just think it is. It's like people who have curly hair, they wish they had straight hair, and people who have straight hair wish they had. And you say, "Hey, grass is always greener, man. Water your grass, bro."
Ooh, Graphy in the chat. The grass is always greener on the other side because it's full of turd. So it might be greener because it's soiled more, but actually it's just full of shit. So what do you prefer? That's a different take. I like that.
Damn. Yeah.
You see, now we're getting philosophical here. That's why I come here on Wednesday nights.
You guys come here for the philosophy. We are to live and talk in LA.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what the fuck is going on out there. I'm kind of just in this weird mode where like I'm just chilling at home, not working. I'm
Sick,
going to
dude.
I go to the gym and then my day is over. And I'm like, I don't know, I'll just figure it out as we go. Did you know chicks went into space?
I heard
What is like
chicks
I-
or one chick because I know of
no,
one chick.
multiple chicks have gone into space.
Oh,
And
wait,
I only-
that's
Like,
cool.
do you mean like the baby version of a chicken, or do you mean like a female?
female women.
So you mean women have gone to space?
Women
I'm
have
glad
gone
that
to
I got you to say that out loud. Move on. Go ahead. That's a dub.
You know,
Anyway,
women be shopping, but like they
In
went
space.
they went to space. It was okay. I know two of them, no three. I know three of them. It was Lauren Sanchez, who used to be on UPN News here in LA.
well,
Gail King, who was Oprah's BFF, and
Okay.
Katy Perry. Katy Perry was the third.
Katy Perry went to space.
That's funny. I only thought it was Katy Perry, and everybody seems to hate her for it already. So I don't
That's
know.
probably
The
because she
other
had
two
too many
are-
songs about space.
The other two are getting no flack. I think it's Katy Perry's getting a bad deal right now.
Dude, the
What's
fall
wrong
from
with
grace-
women in space? I don't understand.
No, okay,
It's not a
well,
women thing.
if I think.
No, I mean the reason they're mad at them is not because they're women. It's
Oh,
because
why are we
they have.
mad? Tell me more.
Go, Mark. You first.
Well, it's essentially funded by Jeff Bezos, and
Oh,
so it's like all this money and funds went into sending women into space for about 15 to 20 minutes and coming back down.
Which
Did it-
sending women to space is pointless. We all know, right? So it could be used to feed minorities or something, or homeless people. That's the class warfare. Is why people are mad. I think. That's
wait,
my
why are we
understanding.
sending people to space for 30 minutes? Like, what are they gaining from that? Are they just like hovering for 30 minutes?
Well, that's
I think it's just cool, but
that's the problem with me because I'm just ingesting this information as I go. And one thing I saw was that the spaceship looked like a cock.
nice.
If you look at
Don't
the
they
spaceship,
all?
this one specifically,
I'm
this
gonna
one,
look this up.
this one looks like a cock, dude. So you're sending 5 women riding a cock into space, and I don't.
Was this pre the sixth grade or post the sixth
Wait, it was
grade?
6 of them.
Mark,
It's
I'm sorry. I tried my best.
Oh, you almost stuck the landing, dude. You almost stuck the landing like they did.
I'm
It's
not the
post.
comedian, you
Yeah.
guys.
No,
Bear
it's
with me. I did
it's
my
post.
best there. It's post. It's post the sixth grade.
Like, wow, that's an like
Yeah,
anteater.
that's a phallic looking rocket, dude.
So I don't, if you're in the chat or you want to write us an email to liveitandtalkinla@gmail.com and tell us why they did this. I don't know. I just saw it was funded by Jeff Bezos. You send some women into space. And when I was hearing about this, I was like, oh, they'll be in there for like a week. That's crazy. Katy Perry in space for a week? That's nuts.
It was 30 minutes.
The spaceship went up in the air and they came back down and Katy Perry came back kissing the ground.
Oh my
And-
gosh, Graffy already knew.
That's the other thing. She kissed the ground, like acting like it was this. big
Did you
thing.
guys
She was
hear
up there.
about William Shatner's take on being in space?
No.
Did you
no.
know William Shatner? Because you only care about the chicks going to space, not the William Shatners of the world.
Did he
But
recently go to space?
I have no idea when this was, but the divine gods brought me this information on TikTok this morning that William Shatner, they knew Mark was going to put this on Bible.
Yeah.
William Shatner apparently went to space and thought this was going to be the thing that was better than all living things and like going to make him understand all the things, like elevated to a new plane. And actually, his take was that being separated from the human experience made him feel incredibly isolated and that it made him value like the fauna and the flora of the earth and like coming back down was like he didn't kiss the ground, mind you, but like he very much said that he was like the most depressed that you think you could be in space because he was far from earth, which is crazy town.
That seems like a bad take. I feel like to be able to be fortunate enough to be able to go to space and then come back and just tell everybody that it was like depressing and you feel lonely. It's just like, okay, dude, like, can you get out of your head? Like, I feel like that's amazing. I mean, but I don't know. I haven't been to space. I guess I can't say, but it's like, I feel like it. I wish that is one thing I wish I could do is go to space and look at the Earth from there.
Would you
and
go
know that
if
it's
they
not
offered
flat.
it?
Fuck yeah, instantly, no question.
Oh my gosh, would you go, Mark?
1000%.
I would go for the pod.
Oh,
I would go to space for the pod.
I don't want to go to space.
Why would you not go?
don't.
Because William Shatner told you no?
No, I don't want to feel like against
Dude.
the ozone. I don't
Yeah.
need to be out there. I don't. Are you kidding me? It's already tough out here.
They're not going to duct tape you to the front of the rocket. You're going to be inside. It's not that bad.
What if it malfunctions?
I guess
For
that's
what?
true.
It's like the people that went to the Titanic and just.
Well, you know what? You're right. It is a little scary. Something could go wrong. Here's a quote from Katy Perry. Why did Katy Perry go to space? Quote, "This is all for the benefit of Earth," she said. "I wanted to model courage and worthiness and fearlessness," Perry added, revealing it was as hard a decision as a mom to take the risk, but that she needed to surrender to the universe. And she said, of course, she would definitely write a song about the experience. So look at that. She's a model of courage and fearlessness for all of us and for you, Evelyn. And we're going to get a song. It's a fucking win-win for humanity. She's right.
It all started with E.T. Once she
I
released ET, it was over.
it is impressive the fall from grace that Katy Perry has experienced in the last 10 years. 10 years ago, I would have punched Victor upside the head just to smell her.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
I
10
would have like 10 years
or
ago.
like 15?
Maybe okay, maybe
10
15.
still probably.
Yeah, even
No,
then
it's like 15. He's thinking 15 though.
like
Maybe.
a Katy Perry, I kissed a girl,
California girls. Yeah,
California
dude, that's like
girls.
15.
That was prime Katy Perry. That
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
now like I watch her and I'm like this is like and maybe the this is an alien that has taken over her body and needed to get shot up into the atmosphere to recalibrate because this is an alien. This is not the Katy Perry I knew from 12 years ago.
You don't think she still looks pretty good?
She looks fine. She looks fine.
I think
But-
she looks pretty good in the spacesuit. I'm looking at these pictures. It's not bad.
She
She's a little older.
looks fine. Like I don't have anything wrong with like her physical looks. It's just
Okay.
she just has like everyone hates her. I think she did a album with like a producer that he told her not to work with, the one who sexually assaulted Kesha or something.
Oh shit.
Really?
I don't know who
Yeah.
that is, but
I
yeah.
think it
You
was
know
like Doctor
Kesha.
something. Yeah, like
I
there
know who
was a whole-
Kesha is. I don't know who
Oh.
the guy is.
You know.
Come on, guys. The party don't start till I walk in, Kesha.
She's
Yeah.
so wild
Like
for
that.
that, dude. What a confident lyric. Like I
I
heard
love
that the other
Kesha.
day, like in a store or something, and I'm like, this bitch, dude. Every time I hear that,
She was
lyric, I'm
right
like,
though
are you
too. You know
fucking
when you're
serious?
18 and you don't give
Yeah.
one fuck? That was
Yeah.
her. And I'm like, slay, dude. I wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But like, if I there was something that I don't know if you saw in the article, but when they were going back into the atmosphere and landing, Katy Perry was singing "What a Wonderful World." If I'm sitting in that spaceship, I'm pulling the emergency latch. I'm killing all of us. Like that is the worst song to like. I don't know. It's such a cliche.
If we were
Speaking of,
on the
like-
ship now, I'd pull the latch just because we've talked about Katy Perry in space for this long.
My girlfriend's in
Yeah,
the chat saying Katy Perry is hot. So
She
this
is,
cool.
dude.
This is cool.
That's
Yeah,
the more
I'm
important
okay.
part of the
Well,
conversation.
Yeah.
like you have Oprah crying, you have like all these people watching, and you have like Lawrence Sanchez, Jeff Bezos' fiance, who was hot before, and now she's a weird version of her, and like they're crying when they're coming back. It's like this shouldn't have happened.
Oh
I don't
my
like
God, that is Lauren Sanchez.
that is Lawrence
She looks
Sanchez.
like an alien, dude.
Yeah,
I didn't know she was married to Jeff Bezos.
they're engaged. They're gonna be married
Oh.
later this year.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's
she was in a bunch of political press conferences and stuff.
I feel like
But,
this
like-
photo looks like a TV show promo or something. Do you see the photo of all 6 of them wearing the suits dramatically?
Yes.
It's pretty funny.
Okay,
I'm gonna throw
Evelyn.
it up. I'm gonna throw it up. Go ahead.
Throw it
Evelyn,
up.
now that you're the second woman here after Victor, I want you to chime in.
Okay,
I want
You
to
mean
chime
the
in on
third
this.
after both of you?
After
Anyway.
both of us, yeah.
Ooh.
Katy Perry was also see the Katy Perry just like gives us ammunition. Katy Perry was talking about how she wants to bring glam into space and she wants to have her eyelashes in there. As a woman, you hear that. I see your eyes rolling. Is that your gut response to something when she brings that up?
That's my gut response to wanting to go to fucking space. Like, what is the obsession? Like, we are here and this world is finite. And her saying helping the earth when it's literally global warming and killing the ozone layer to take herself up into space for 30 fucking minutes. Like, grow up, dude. Go to one of the 7 wonders of the world and take a plane like somebody else. I don't
It
understand.
does cost like billions of dollars to put people in space. I do think if we're gonna
On
send people up
Bezos' time?
there, if we're gonna send people up there, they should be like astronauts who are doing some kind of work. You know, whether it's
Like the
I
people
don't
that got
know.
stuck there makes sense. They were like doing a thing.
yeah,
It's science.
you know,
But
space
like
botany, whatever it is, something of
Katy
value.
Perry, dude, like what's next?
I think if she's gonna go up there, at least like make a song in space or something. Why are we sending her? They could have sent anybody. Who would
I
be a
don't
better
know.
celebrity to send to space to inspire women? Who do you think would have been better?
You know who we should send in the hopes that they may or may not return?
who?
And I'm gonna hit another Bible note here. The Kardashians. They could just go. They could go. They could blow that money and they could like not come back and I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it like Sebulba. Loosen one of those freaking valves on the side of the ship, dude. Watch that
You're
shit go
unscrewing
up.
shit before it takes
Yeah,
off.
I'm gonna make
Who
some
was the
Toro
person that
wrench on
wrote,
there.
I hate the Kardashians?
Um,
Identify yourself. Because it wasn't
And-
me.
It has to be
Oh.
Victor.
Did I?
Now that's what I call pod racing.
uh, speaking of,
I don't think I wrote that I hate them, but I do, but I don't know why I put that note there. It was just a fleeting thought.
See, this goes back to things that get stale in the Bible, and then we do a show. All right, once every 2 months we do spring cleaning on the show Bible. We have
Okay.
to do whatever it is. Officially, we have to write our names on there too. When you put a thought, put your name on it.
ooh, put your name on it.
I've
Because
done that before. Yeah, you claim
okay,
it.
but we do that as a show cleaning. So a little upkeep in the house
Okay.
of To Live and Talk in LA. By the way, I will take the other opposite stance. I don't hate the Kardashians.
What?
I am captivated by them, quite honestly. Because
Tell me more.
for every flash in the pan that we get of every celebrity and reality show, somehow for the last 25 years they have stayed relevant, and I think that's insane.
Why?
I think that is a
though?
I don't know, but
It
that's like,
infuriates me that people
Dude,
care
I don't
about
know.
them. I
they're
don't get
not
it.
relevant. They're not relevant. They're just rich bitches who
They are.
managed to create several, crazy to say several monopolies, but several monopolies. And what they stand for is just so disappointing in the
Mhm.
light of like young girls and females, despite whatever they pitch. Like, I really, maybe it was me. Maybe I am just having like a dumbass moment and I put this on Bible because I hate the Kardashians.
Yeah.
But all I know is that K Fred agrees, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's the final like stamp of approval.
yeah.
I just don't understand why everybody cares about him. I see him on posters and their
Mhm.
show. There's still a show, I think, and it's like, what could they
Dude.
be doing or talking about that any of us give a fuck about? Like, I don't even. I'm just tired of rich people, to be honest. But people who are just famous just because they're rich, I don't get it. Like, I don't get these TikTokers who just like show their bags and stuff. Who is watching this content? It makes me worry.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
And Kim Kardashian, I think, is fascinating. For every 5 things she does, that's like, oh, fucking idiot. She does one thing that's really cool and good for like, I would argue, like not for society, but something like she's like trying to get people who are like on death row or in life sentence like to get off of that.
Yeah.
So that she
She has like some nonprofit or something too that I heard does pretty good work. Yeah.
they do things. Oh, she does things. I don't know what the other one does or any other one does. Kylie,
Yeah.
Courtney.
I'm just
Okay.
not a
Okay.
Jenner fan. Just
I want to call out a couple things in the chat. Okay.
Okay.
Does anybody know why Forbes named Kylie a self-made billionaire? I don't know. I don't know why. She's clearly not self-made. Graffiture. I want to touch on that too. She didn't get famous because she was rich. Wink, wink. Okay. We know why she got famous. As somebody who has observed the tape, it's pretty fucking weak, dude. I don't get it. Have you seen the
I'll
tape?
tell you from wait, what tape?
The tape that started it all. The Kardashian
Oh, that
fame,
tape.
the
Yes,
video.
that's the OG
We'll say the Ray J
Kardashian.
video.
But where you get into the
It's weak.
interesting piece with the self-made billionaire that is Kylie Jenner is that they were like the lesser desired version because they didn't have these like Persian or excuse me, I might be picking the wrong race here. Armenian. There we go.
Kardashian.
They have
Yeah.
very like Armenian profiles, the OG folks, the Kardashians. And then when the Jenner gals came around, it was different. It was very Bruce divergent. So Kylie being a self-made billionaire, from the ladies' view, from being a girly in like 2010 to 2014 in high school-ish era, it was the Kylie Jenner lip kit. It was the girls wanted to look like they had like really fat, plump lips. And Kylie Jenner had a lip liner and then the same color, like matte lip filler that like wouldn't come off all day. That made her what they called a self-made billionaire because it was her label, her brand. And she said that her lips look big because she would overline them, even though she lied about having filler for years.
Did she not use any of the family money to start this business?
She absolutely did, but
That
that's
is not
where
self-made.
yes. So that's where we get into the
It's
it's
like
because
calling
she
Batman
turned
self-made. He's not fucking self-made. His parents
Yeah.
left him everything, right? Like, yeah, he did something good.
Yeah.
So did she.
100%.
Sure.
Like there's no way she would have gotten anywhere without her attachment to the Kardashians, but
Yeah.
that's the insight, and that's another reason to hate the
I hate
Kardashians.
them. I'll get off my thing. I'll stop now. But it's just like,
Fine.
Every time I drive back from Calabasas, there's this stupid sign that says they have some show coming out, and I'm like, who gives a
On
fuck,
Hulu now
dude?
or something. Like it's
Ugh,
not even
drives
on
me
the like.
insane. I
Yeah,
digress.
I agree. I agree. I'm glad we hit that note. Cleaning up the Bible,
Send
as
them
we
to
say.
space. Yeah.
Send him to space.
Well, y- was I have a question. Was I sexually assaulted at the gas station?
You
I
gotta
I
tell
have
us more,
I
man.
have questions.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So, that's a good segue. So, I
Aces.
I went into the gas station I normally go to. I walk in there
Can I
and
ask which gas station?
It's
uh,
relevant.
oh, what gas station do you take me for? This is a very LA centric question. If you had to
Mark.
describe me at a gas station, what would it be?
It's the one with the Ampum.
It's definitely not mobile. Ah,
Is that I said
Nice.
mobile, I
sorry.
think.
Yeah, I know.
You
It's because I'm crippled. That's why he was.
I
know
think
what?
it's a
I'll say
76. Yeah.
I'm actually gonna say Arco.
I'm gonna go 76. No, Shell.
Victor, you should have locked in on the answer. It was 76, dude.
Dude,
Damn,
I
you're
should
a
have trusted my
76,
heart,
dude.
dude.
You gotta go with your heart, dude. Like,
Yeah.
so 76 is where I go.
He does look like an Arco guy. I'm an Arco gal, I will say. I'll admit. I'll go to Arco. I love it there.
So it's a regular spot. So the people who work there know me and they've seen me through my Achilles an injury, which
Mm.
was I was on the crutches and I was just walking and hobbling. And they'd always make comments like, "Oh man, like you're looks like you're moving better," because I'm on crutches and one crutch and then I'm pain or getting whatever I need to, and I leave. And I said, "Okay, thanks guys. Now I'm not walking with crutches. I'm walking unassisted. I feel fine."
Mhm.
I go into the gas station and there's a gentleman working, an older Asian guy, and he's like, "Man, like look at you. You look like you've been in the gym." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm moving around better. Like I'm feeling good. Like it's all physical therapy. I'm throwing it. I'm giving all my love to physical therapy."
Shout out to the physical therapy.
Yeah.
And so I I tell him like, and he's like, "Yeah, you're just like you're getting big." And I'm like, he's like, I'm not, I look down at my leg. I'm like, "Yeah, my left leg was atrophied, and now it's kind of coming back into shape." And he's like, "Yeah, your shoulders are just looking mad." And I was like, "Oh, so we're talking about something else. We're talking about this." And he says, "Yeah, like like my arms are really skinny. Like I'm like your chest and your shoulders are big." And he's like, I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Like I guess so. I'm going to the gym. I'm back in it. I'm back in the grind." He then says, "Can I touch your shoulders?" And
Dude.
I don't know how to react to that, and I just say, "Yeah, sure, dude." Like it's like kind of calling out his bluff, or and you're also just kind of like this is how I feel like people will get sexually harassed, and they like because they don't know how to react to this. People don't ask me this. People don't touch me or want to like ask me to touch me. I didn't know how to react, and I was like, "Yeah, sure." Comes around the corner, and he touches my shoulder, and he squeezes my shoulder like up and down. I'm like, "Okay," and then he says, "All right, now touch my shoulder."
Now it's bad.
Yeah. Now
Well,
we're
what happened after the shoulder exchange? Like what words were exchanged after you
Did he
guys
go,
physically
mm.
touched each other? I that will make a difference.
he just said, "Yeah, you're just getting big," and this is getting now it's getting a little sexual as I'm talking it out, and I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I don't know," and he's like, "What should I be doing in the gym?" And I'm like, "I go lift some weights to go to the gym and figure it out. I don't know how to
Yeah,
navigate this
move heavy
conversation anymore."
things.
It
Yeah.
sounds like he might have maybe like a little bit of a learning disability or something going on there.
Nah, I think he
See,
wanted to fuck you, dude. For sure.
hey, it
I
could be
mean,
both. It could
both
be
are
both.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually. Probably a little bit of A and B.
Yeah, see,
Yeah, the touching. Yeah, that's important. Do you know anything about this person's cultural background?
Gravy's kind of close. He's some type of Asian. I can't identify him. And what type of
Oh,
Asian he is.
so they're more personal. They're broy. Like they treat each other like brothers over
I guess
like
so. So like, was it a flex, or was I sexually assaulted at a gas station? I don't know because I.
honestly, I'm questioning this individual's perception.
Mhm.
So I don't know, man.
You got to go back there in like some little shorts and a tank top and see what happens. We need more data.
You gotta wink at him and then see
Yeah,
what
if the
what
guy starts
happens.
trying to give you free shit, then
Yeah, dude,
I
then
think
you'll
you got
know.
SA'd, bro.
Yeah, yeah, throw me a couple pack of smokes and free gas, and we'll call it even, dude. Like I'm in. But
Yeah, you can touch my shoulders anytime you want, dude. You gotta give me some cigs.
I'm
That's fair.
disturbed. I'm saying no to that 100,000% of the time. And this comes down to the like, when you're a dude, you could just be like, let's find out what's next. Like, kind of curious.
What's
I'm
the
not
worst that's
fucking
gonna
taking
happen
those
to me?
chances, dude. I'm not saying yes to any man behind a gas station counter suggesting, and not even a snack. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I didn't come for that, dude. Bye.
I want to dig into this a little more because
Okay.
I think we've talked about this on the show before. I don't know if this is pre or post Evelyn though, but I feel like I've said it on the time. I wouldn't mind a little bit of sexual harassment because I think it would make me feel good, right?
We've said that, and when you say that, I don't think you mean what you say. In the
Well,
sense of, I think we like attention. We all like to feel
yeah.
pampered and like spoiled and get a little bit of like hee hee. But like sexual harassment is just different, my man.
I think if it's like an old Filipino dude, I don't like it. But I think even if it was like an old Filipino lady, I might be like, yeah, okay, go ahead. I don't know. I just think,
That's a man's world, dude. You could
yeah.
overpower her, and you know that. And I know that I could
Come
not.
on.
Dude,
Yeah, true.
I'm gonna get
Well, you know what?
murdered. You can't
You're
play
right.
about that.
You're right
Yeah.
because I could be like in a scary ass place in an alley or something. I never worry. I'm like, no one's taking me anywhere. Like I might get my ass kicked or robbed or something, but I've never once in my life thought someone's gonna stick something in me. You know what I mean? Like it's never there.
Yeah.
So
That's like my
true.
first thought. I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't walk alone. I'm like looking around when there are people around, and I'm like, do I trust these people? They're all men.
That's
I don't know.
unfortunate. Yeah.
We
That's
Yeah.
trust the bear more than the man. You know,
that,
that's the
that
social media thing.
that's my hope that someone sticks something in me. You feel me?
See? He's
At the
looking.
gas station,
I
specifically.
I
For
was
free.
I was sexually. I feel like I was unintentionally sexually harassed by someone
Yeah.
in the workplace, and it was a guy.
Oh yeah.
But this is true.
Well, it depends. Like I don't know. Okay, how do we define sexual harassment? Like, does there have to be
There's a
intent?
spectrum.
Is there intent involved?
What is the point of this
No.
conversation? Because I'm about to get like girl mad. Like, why are you trying
No,
to define sexual harassment?
because it happened to me, and I don't know if it was sexual harassment, and it was in the workplace.
Did you feel like it was not desired?
Okay, I'm gonna talk. Okay, let me tell you the story.
Let's go.
Tell us. Tell
Okay,
us.
we me and a coworker, we said, hey, he had coupons for lunch. This is the first thing. He had coupons for Jersey Mike's.
That's how it starts.
Okay, okay.
That's how a
Something
tales all
free.
the time.
He lured
Tales
me
all
with
the
a
time.
deal. Yeah.
Lured me in sexually with a deal at Jersey Mike's. It had to be the foot long. So we go to Jersey Mike's. I say, sure, let's go eat. Like we'll eat there. We order our sandwiches. We're just chatting it up. It's all good. And we decide, let's eat there in a restaurant. It's in public. People will see us. So it's all like, not that it was my intent was to, I don't want to eat alone with them. It just, we happen to be in public.
Okay.
We're eating, we're having a conversation. We finally get our sandwiches. And at some point during a conversation, Evelyn, he says, oh, hold up. You got something there. He gets a napkin and he wipes my mouth.
Dude, that's
and
worse than the gas station, bro.
Is
That is more unwelcome than the gas station.
right? So it because he just said, "Hold up, you got something." I didn't know what got something was. He takes the napkin and wipes my mouth.
Dude,
Was
Is that sexual
this an
harassment?
unwelcome advance?
Well, I mean, see,
has to be yes, dude.
because
Answer the question, yes or no.
the answer is it wasn't welcome because if he just said, "Hey, you have something there," I would have done it myself.
What did you do? Did you
right?
talk back? Or did you let him do it?
He got
He
it
just did it.
because
So that is physical harassment. If it's sexual or not is an entirely different question, Marcus. But that
Yeah.
is technically, if that's an unwelcome advance, yes, that is harassment.
Yeah, see, but I didn't have a chance to do the Philly shell or duck and weave because I didn't know what you got something there means.
It's
So,
so
like,
creepy.
and he just leaned over and he just wiped my mouth, and I'm like,
What if he said
what?
he got something there and then punched you in the face? That's still harassment. It's the same thing.
Because they're
You got something there and then he clocked you. You're not gonna be like, did I invite that? No, that's wrong. That's the same if somebody wipes. That could be up for debate with HR though, because it's not sexual harassment. It's like just like a warning situation over,
You got to do it
those
to him
kinds of
back
things.
now to balance it out because yeah,
Oh.
you got creeped on, dude. Graffer's right though. I'm picturing in my head too, and it's giving me the heebie-jeebies, and I can't get it out, dude. Thinking
Yeah,
of
it's
some
definitely
dude
like
reaching across.
harassment.
Yeah,
That's disturbing and it's unwelcome in the personal space. Like if you guys do corporate anything, you'll get that
Yeah.
training. But let me ask you this.
Mhm.
You want to know if that was harassment? I want to know, is 8 Mile a musical? You
yeah. I
think it
say
is?
yes. I think
Why
anything
is it
with
a
people
musical? Do
singing or
you
performing, it's a musical. That's where I put it.
okay, any
I haven't
singing or
seen it in a long
performing is
time.
a musical.
Pretty much.
I'm doing the Rolodex in my head, and instantly I'm saying no, and then because I'm taking what Victor is saying, they have to sing like
They have to sing the storyline.
and the interesting thing is they're not like it's kind of an interesting weird thing because they're rapping freestyling like there's a whole scene where they're at the steel mill
Hmm.
and they start freestyle battling. So does that constitute as a musical? I'm still saying no, it's not.
I
It's
guess
not.
Yeah.
so. What are we saying? Musical is they're singing the words, like the dialogue
Musical
is
is when
singing.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
I
I
think
can live
that's
with
the
that.
key.
Because I tried to
Okay.
watch Wicked and honestly I couldn't do it because they were singing the dialogue and it was pissing me off. So maybe that's
So
where it's
you're
at.
gonna say 8 Mile is ultimately not a musical.
I suppose not. I haven't seen it since it came out, so this is outdated information. But yeah, I think you guys are right. It's not.
What's your final vote, Mark?
No. Mm.
Not a
It's not.
musical?
But I can appreciate the spirit of the argument because it gets because I think we had this conversation before too, which is Pitch Perfect a musical? Anna Kendrick,
It's
Brittany
not.
Snow.
It's not. And you know what? Like, I think both of these fall into the same genre, which is that they're not really musicals, and especially not 8 Mile because it's a hip opera.
Hip hop. That's
Nice.
good.
I
Uh,
waited so long
Hip
for that.
opera.
That's my Mark Lee dad joke of the episode. It's a hip opera.
She invented a whole topic just to get
I
get
invented a
fun.
whole topic just to get one. Look, I'm growing and learning, you
And you
guys.
smoothly transitioned into it too.
yeah.
Aren't I just
Just
I'm
happened.
glad you guys added me to the show. Just saying. But Pitch Perfect, also not a musical.
Mhm.
I'll go there. Yeah, no, these are movies that have music in them, or they're about music, or like musical groups or musical artists. Like, but no, like
Well,
Sing is not even a musical.
so you said Victor, you were watching Wicked the movie,
Yeah.
and you were getting upset. Can you not go see something at Broadway?
I've never tried.
Okay, well, I
I've
mean
literally
that's
never even gone because I don't
Me
have
either,
interest in it.
actually. And I think I would love that, but I've never seen it in real life.
No.
you should see like everyone should go to watch something like Wicked in the Pantages Theater,
I
specifically
would
here
love
in
to go to
Hawaii.
Pantages. I think it's so cool. I
Me
love the
too.
lights. You know,
Mhm.
it seems so fun. But I'm like, am I gonna like pay money to go sit there and listen to people sing words? I don't think so. Like talk singing drives me insane. I think like my personal hell, everybody was sing talking. I think that's another sign.
What do
Yeah.
you mean?
Dude, it's like
Do you like Mary Poppins?
nah.
How about
Again,
The Sound of Music?
I've never seen that.
Wow.
Is that the
Okay.
one where she's spinning around in the field, right? Not that?
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
the,
Yeah. I
yep,
haven't seen
that's the
it.
one.
Yeah,
Singing in the
I mean,
rain? Nope.
What? Dude, Singing in the Rain, that's a musical.
Dude.
That's like yeah,
Fucking
there's a difference
Hamilton.
there.
Oh my god. Hamilton was on for free on Disney Plus. And I was like,
It's so good.
everybody said so good. My roommate was like, even I thought it was pretty good. I'm like, all right, dude, I'm gonna give it a shot. And I was watching it for like 11 minutes, and I was like, I can't fucking do this, dude. I have to go watch.
You
I have to
might
watch,
not
I
be
need
a
to watch
musical
anime. I
person.
can't do this. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
not
I
for
don't
me.
think you're a musical kind of. You spoke about the formula of anime a few episodes ago, and now I'm like, yeah, you're right. There's totally a formula, but musicals
yeah.
have a different one. It's either you're about it or you're not.
I did watch Disney movies growing up, but I don't think those are musicals. right? Those are movies with
That's a little
songs in
bit
them.
different because
Mm.
they do curate the songs to be more musical like, but that's just it's a whole thing of its own.
Yeah, Lion King is not a musical,
No,
but it has "I Can't Wait to Be King," which is a song because it's just a part of it.
the lyrics,
Now
But
I know
they
the
do have the
lyrics
musical,
tell
like
the
Lion
story.
King on
no, but
Broadway, like they
er,
do have the musical adaptations, but
see
the
now
movie itself is not a musical.
Lion King teeters on the line of being a musical
I
based on
don't
what we're
think so.
doing.
There's no sing talking.
No, but like it uses it's actually they're not sing talking, but they're singing to project the story and move it
Yeah,
along in a way, which
the
is
songs move the plot, but they're not
Simba.
sing
Yeah,
talking.
that makes
Yeah.
it a musical. That would make it a musical. Simba saying, "I just can't wait to be king," and doing all the things, and then
Okay,
all of a sudden he's
Well,
boning
he also,
Nala.
you're,
That's a
I'm
musical.
gonna be a mighty king. That's literally sing talking. Ah, Disney's so hard.
no, but they're I don't know, you guys. No, but it's like
I'm Googling it.
in musicals they're like looking at each other, just fucking singing whatever. Like everything is singing. It's too much. Hamilton, everything is singing, right? They don't ever just talk. They're rapping or not singing. They're rapping, whatever. No, I don't know. I like Disney movies, so I guess that's the thing. But I'm just
I
yeah.
guess the original Disney Lion King animated movie is not considered a musical. However, the Lion King musical Tony Award winning Broadway
Yeah.
show is considered a musical.
There is
As it
talking
should.
in Wicked Gravity. I'm going back and forth with Gravity right now. I can type it if you guys want. But I just he says there's talking in Wicked, and there is, and those were my favorite parts of the movie. And then they would fucking start singing again. And after I don't know
I
how many
don't think you're a
songs, I was
musical
like, dude,
guy.
I'm out of here. Yeah, and that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm the weird one, I think.
Eh.
You know who in the chat asked me if no judgment, but am I back to smoking? You know who asked that? Which I feel like that's a little bit of judgment, but that's just what it is.
Yeah, why
Well,
is she
answer the
asking that?
question, Mark.
I am not right. I'm not like I have had cigarettes like over
Oh.
It's
time.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh, is it
like
wrong if it's right?
well, when I'm singing, it's fine because I'm projecting and moving the story of me quitting smoking, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, there you
No.
go.
No. You know who
Yeah,
and I band
I.
together and say no.
Oh, it's me singing. I just can't wait to have a hole in my trachea. It's my Simba song. No, like
I
I'm
had
not.
one dad joke, man. I'm out.
I have had like especially like before I perform. Before I perform, I will have a cigarette or two. Like perform, not doing the podcast.
Yeah.
Me doing stand up. I will go because I start pacing
You were
back and
going
forth.
from every day, frequently throughout the day, to what? One a week or something? Like, I think that's a
Yeah.
major accomplishment.
That's a big deal. Reduction's a key.
I think if you smoked one cigarette every week for the rest of your life, you'd be fine. I don't even think it's a big deal. I think it's just the addiction and the all the time every day. It's just like hard to not do that. But I think people who like want to have one here and there, it's like, okay, whatever, dude. Live your life. We're all gonna die. Who fucking cares?
Right. So like they ask stress smoker. If at some point I was a stress smoker, then I would smoke when I was drunk, then I would smoke when I was happy, then I'd smoke when I was sad, then I'd smoke when I was hungry, then I'd smoke when I was full. So I was just full on fledged smoking. Like I would find reasons to smoke.
You were
If I
gateway
felt
smoking.
if I felt a certain way, this is a reason to smoke. If the best smoke you can ever have as a smoker is the one when you first wake up in the morning. That's the dragon that I wish I could still chase to this day.
Yeah.
That's the best cigarette you can ever have. Any cigarette after that teeters down, and all of a sudden you're just doing it as a force of habit. And I don't miss the smoking during the day, like going down every 2 hours to go smoke a cigarette. That's kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm.
If I could smoke at my desk like Mad Men, different story. Or I Love Lucy, I'd be in.
What does a cigarette do for you? Like, what do you feel calm? Like, Grafter was asking, like, is it stress management? Like, do you just feel like you're a better person? Like, what is the feeling you're getting when you're hitting that cig?
First thing I feel is I feel relaxed.
I think it's calming. Yeah.
Second, I think I look cool as shit.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You do think
Yeah.
that.
I still think that too, to be honest.
Dude, like when
That's
you
the
watch
millennial like camel commercials in us.
Yeah.
when you watch movies of like drug bosses and cool people, they light a cigarette for an effect, and it's like it just looks cool.
People
Like
look cool
that's dope.
smoking in movies, and it makes me want to smoke. It's fucked up. Some movies where everyone's smoking, I'm like, damn, dude, smoking is cool. But then, you watch some Disney thing or whatever, and it's gone. But every once in a while, like when I was watching Mindhunter, everybody's smoking that show constantly. It's an old show. It's not on
It's an
anymore.
old
I
show.
know, but it made me want to smoke. I
It
didn't.
does those shows make me think about what it would have been like to live in a place where like people openly smoked while you were having like a steak for dinner
Yeah.
indoors. And I
Seems like
don't
shit.
want to know that, but
Or airplanes.
I know, I don't know if it's or in
Can
airplanes,
you
dude, where you
imagine people smoking in
and
the
the
airplane? What the
fire, dude,
fuck?
like that's insane.
Yeah.
I start to think about like it's a coping mechanism, right? Like what's next? And now we've talked about this a little bit, but I am 30. I've hit the big 30, third
Woo.
decade. We did it. We made it, surprising to us all. And I'm trying to find healthy like coping or like stress relieving that aren't necessarily like having to go for a run because I'm getting old and knee
Yeah.
situations happen. And I tried doing a 15-minute yoga session in my
Oh,
room.
okay.
Like that's it. Like
Mhm.
not going anywhere, like super basic, whatever. And my goodness, do you guys know what Shavasana is?
Bless
This is
you.
so yogi of me.
Isn't it when you close your eyes at the end and just like
Yeah.
breathe and they come by
Yep.
and
You
like,
just lay there. You're like a
yeah.
little starfish, dude. You don't do anything. This is everybody's favorite pose in yoga because it means you're almost done with the yoga
Yeah.
and you don't have to do anything. You're just laying flat on the ground, like muscles relaxed. Tell me why I was in pain in Shavasana. My lower back was killing me, my mid and upper back. And I was like, dude, there's something wrong with me. Like, I'm
Mhm.
30 now. Like, yoga can't even de-stress me or help me
Mhm.
cope. And it does make you think, like, do I just need to be cool and like have my SIG? And the answer is no. I'm going to be annoying and I'm going to try to yoga a couple more times. But if that doesn't work, I don't know what to do next.
You know what? It's like smoking cigarettes. Because the first time you smoke, you go, what is it, Victor? Like the first time you ever get a cigarette, you inhale and you don't know what to do and you start coughing.
You're
You
like
get
dying
sick,
a little bit. That was me in Shavasana. Yeah.
you get sick, you never want to do it anymore, and you're like, how can anyone do it? Eventually, you have that dog in you, and you
Yeah.
pick up the next cigarette and you power through, and all of a sudden, you're chain smoking like a boss.
Yeah.
In this case, your chain smoking is Shavasana, past the Shavasana in yoga,
Yeah.
and then you just go ahead and do it until you feel better. Because like I guarantee you, the laying down wasn't the hard part. The hard part was doing the 13 minutes of yoga where you're like stretching over and uh
Dude, try to touch your toes as somebody above the age of 30, and that is just its own like wild situation.
You
But
might just have really long legs too. Some people, it's just harder for them, you know?
I am a whopping 5'3" on a good day. Like, I'm not reaching for anything crazy, my guy.
Well, no, I
Um,
mean, some people are all like more legs than arm or more upper
I'm
and
like even
lower.
Steven, dude.
Oh, really? I actually think I
Yeah.
have longer arms than I. No, maybe I have short arms. I don't know, but
yeah.
like some people, they sit next to each other and then the same height, and then they both get up, and one's like way taller than the other, and it's like that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know if that's me, but I did link up with Worldwide Handsome and we both try to pull each other towards each other while doing the little butterfly moment. Man, I haven't felt that kind of pain in ages. But if you guys have Rex, for any healthy coping mechanisms for somebody over the age of 30, please let me know.
You should do yoga.
I
I've
like
been doing
dessert.
yoga. Hmm.
Dessert. I like where Vic's going.
It's like could be worse. Like, gosh, I just think live a little bit, dude. But yeah, so yoga's a good one. You gotta give it a try. Right now, you're in shavasana.
Yeah, I'm in
Nah,
Shavasana,
nah.
but soon
You
I'll
gotta
be in
get to yeah,
Shavasana.
yeah.
I'm not quite there yet, but it's definitely something that I'm coming to terms with.
Yoga, you
That's
get
for
more
sure.
flexy. That's the thing. I used to do yoga when I was like depressed and post breakup, and it really helped. And I felt so good and stretchy. And then I
Oh,
got
you
happy
actually
again, and I
liked
stopped
it?
going. Dude, I loved yoga. I still have a yoga mat, but I like going into the studio. I don't like doing it myself. I feel funny, but I like doing it
Oh,
there.
I prefer
But
to
you
do
can
it
do
with
it.
me. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is.
I just need
People
someone to
like,
guide me and adjust me and kind of like tell me what I'm doing wrong because I feel like I just look like a rickety dude by
Yeah.
myself.
I've been doing yoga the last month, twice a week,
It's dope.
and it's well, one, I'm not flexible by design, and I'm using it to strengthen the leg, but
Mhm.
like I'm just doing these odd poses, and I have to like. There's women in the class that will come to me and give me pointers, and I'm like, dude, like I'm just trying to survive here, dude. Like
Yeah.
I can barely do like the warrior pose. You know, like your one foot's pointed out that way, the other one's going this way, and leaning. Like I have problems doing it, but it forces me to do these things that it helps me strengthen the leg. So I'm in there in the lab, usually like about twice a week doing yoga with my mom. So it's mommy and me yoga.
That's awesome.
How sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually very nice. I don't know. Like I'm out of shape, yeah. Like this is the worst I've been since the fittest I've been. I literally stood for 3 hours yesterday and I walked down 2 flights of stairs this morning and I was standing up and my legs started shaking.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding. I was like, why couldn't I sleep last night? I was so like uncomfortable tossing and turning. And it's because I don't move. Like, and I have this old injury, which like I'll throw it back to you guys when I was in college. I was doing Insanity. You guys know like the P90X Insanity kind of moment. And
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
did
I
what they
know it.
called a jump squat. And when I landed, I've never broken a bone in my body. And I thought I broke my leg. And I was like, I don't know what I did. I messed something up. I basically just pulled a muscle somewhere in my leg that they could never identify because it would cost too much money for me to go like get an MRI and like do my due diligence. I just let it heal over time. But when I don't use it, that bad boy hurts. Yeah, I know. This is not right. This is American healthcare. I
Did
see
it
it in your eyes.
heal?
Yeah, but it gets aggravated, like
Something
every
like
night, like
loose.
when
You
I
get like a
don't
loose
use
tendon
it,
in there or something.
I don't even know what that means, but it hurts
Neither
and
do
like it
I.
won't let me sleep and it hang like I can't massage it out. Like it's deep in there somewhere, you know?
Mm.
But when I don't, like when I'm when I don't exercise and then I like stand for too long or I walk for too long, that shit hurts. I felt like I pulled my Achilles, dude. Like I was literally there, like my leg was
Yeah.
shaking and all I was doing was standing there straight. It was embarrassing.
I have moments like that where I think, man, I really need to. I gotta work on me. But then I
Yeah.
just go in the kitchen and get a Nutrigrain bar and a glass of milk, and I'm like, man, I'm good, dude.
Delicious, dude.
Yeah,
Your
it's
sister
actually
doesn't
so
work
good.
at a bakery.
Oh my god, you are so
Dude,
Oh,
lucky. What are you talking
dude.
about?
dude, they make donuts now too. And they
Ah,
like us, so they be sending shit. Like, I can't live this way this long. Like, you guys are lucky I'm not on my 600-pound life right
I
now.
wish I lived closer to you because I'd be coming over there to scoop up some baked goods, dude.
Dude,
I
somebody made me sourdough the other day. I've just been eating sourdough for like 5 days straight. It's delicious.
She
wow.
works at a bakery. Is your sister a baker?
She's not a baker. She
Okay.
works at a bakery. Yeah. She dabbles in the decor a little bit,
Mhm.
but she doesn't bake herself.
And they just started making donuts. Do they make Jewish donuts?
No?
What the hell's a Jewish donut?
A bagel?
No.
Man,
But they do make
I
like
felt bad.
challah or whatever, however you say that.
Oh, what?
That like braided bread.
That's pretty.
Ha ha challah? Challah? I don't know what it's called.
T'Challa
Look at
from Black Panther?
Tuchanka? Um,
Tallulah to
yeah,
live and talk in LA.
challah bread. That's what it's called. Challah bread.
Yeah, see, I was a
Mark,
two
that
for
was for
all.
you, Mark, and then for the
Yeah.
nerds out there. Um, have you guys heard of the Sentinelese Islands? The Sentinel Islands. Have you guys ever
What
heard of
are
this?
these? Absolutely not.
Okay. This is a Reddit post I saw the other day, but I had to put it in the chat because I just thought this was crazy. So the North Sentinel Island, okay, is an island that's like off the coast of like India or something, and it is like a completely isolated tribe of people that the world has agreed we
Mm,
are not allowed to fuck with them or go near them. We just leave them
this is the Diet
completely
Coke, man.
alone. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
okay, I'm a land. I didn't know that's what it was called.
Okay, so the North Sentinel Island, home to the Sentinelese, okay, is a protected area of India, and yeah, people can't go there. There was some British dudes who went there back in the day in like the 1700s or whatever, or some boat crashed and they died. There was some other missionaries that went there later and like, whatever, trying to bring the Bible or something, and they like shoot them dead. They throw rocks at
Yeah,
helicopters. They'll shoot you with arrows, okay, if you show up there
you're
unless
not
you're bringing
welcome,
like
dude.
food. You are not welcome. Okay.
Hmm.
And I just think this is actually fascinating that there's like these people that just live on an island, and that's just what they do. They have no technology, they have nothing. Because we have like Mormons, we have stuff like that, right? But these people literally
Mormon.
Do you mean
or not
Amish?
Mormons, I mean Amish.
I'm
Amish.
like, of all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fucking thing we have
Nah,
Mormon.
Mormons are fine. We have the Amish, but they like know what's up. They'll go into town.
Yeah.
You know, they'll call someone on a phone if they have to, right? Whatever. But it's like these Sentinelese people are straight up raw dogging it. They have nothing. Okay. So this guy, an American man, was arrested in India after traveling 9 hours on a small boat to leave a can of Diet Coke and a coconut as an offering to the Sentinelese tribe.
Wait, he was American?
He was American. Of course, he was.
Oh my,
American.
he had
Okay.
some very European sounding name. But damn, yeah, I did hear about that, and good thing they're prosecuting. I'm like, these people, let them live their life, dude. Like, first of all, disease. Second of all, a Diet Coke, my man.
Look,
And
yeah.
as if they don't have coconuts fucking all around them.
I was gonna say, like, I'm actually okay with bringing them stuff. Like, if you want to risk it, sure, dude. You want to risk it for the content? Go ahead. Don't bring them a fucking Diet Coke, dude. That is an offense. If you're gonna bring them something, like,
It should
God,
be a like Mexican Coke,
what would you
dude.
bring? Yeah, fine. Mexican Coke, sure. You know, you want to bring them like some fireworks or something? That'd be pretty cool. I don't know, an In-N-Out burger. Like, what would you bring the North Sentinelese people if you're gonna bring this island of uncontacted people something fun? It's not a Diet Coke. What would you bring?
You know what I'm giving them? I'm giving them the Bop It.
Dude,
You know
can you
Bop It?
imagine?
Dude,
That is the
Bop It.
dumbest thing I've ever heard. I was like, I'm giving them insulation.
No, I'm giving the Bop It. Like,
In my head, I was like, did they invent the wheel yet? Should I reinvent the wheel? Like, I don't know.
I don't know what we don't know what they have.
a missed opportunity in bars these days is having a Bop It available. A Bop It would fucking slap anywhere you go.
In a bar, yes.
a
With the
Bop It would become their religion.
Sentinelese or Sentinelese. No.
Yeah, this thing speaks to you, and it's like it speaks to you in a way where it's just like sporadic. You know, twist it, hit it, kiss it, like, and it does all these things. And it's like they have no idea what the fuck's going on, what's powering it. They'll think it's like some godly thing, and they don't. I think that's
they would use it as like their measure of like value or like their test.
I
Who
don't
wants
think
to be the
so. I
king?
think they would be
The king of
alarmed by it
Bop
and destroy it.
Maybe that's true.
Yeah, because that's what happens with the people that don't look like that. They're like, these are not our people. Kill them. They're like aliens.
I also think it's dumb to bring them a coconut because they probably have plenty of coconuts. Like, the fuck do they want a coconut for? They live on
Same.
an island. Come on.
Like of all the things.
Yeah.
And also like you could have been doing so many other things and you just want to like go in on these peeps. I don't know, man.
They should have brought him some Adele's chicken apple sausages. Those things are the shit, dude. That would be fine.
That's a better option than a fucking Diet Coke.
There's so many options, man. And like an umbrella. I don't know, like just anything, you know.
Evelyn. What are you bringing?
Yeah.
What are you giving them?
Besides
Dude.
insulation.
I'm like, I started thinking, it's funny that you said, Vic, that they don't have technology, but my head was like, what technology do they have? Like, I know they don't have electricity, right, or the internet, but like, I'm really curious, like, how far they've gone because my head literally went like, oh, I should give them the wheel or like some form, but I'm sure they have like built something that's like wagon-esque that has like a wheel or but I don't know. I don't know what civilization would look like when it's that detached. So I just get into a spiral altogether. I go, I don't know. I don't know what to give them.
You can bring them like a basketball. Probably they'd have a lot of fun with it too. Just anything, you know.
Do they even have floor that's bouncy? Like,
Oh, maybe a volleyball then.
yeah, maybe a
Like a
ball.
s-
Wilson. Yeah, maybe that.
1980s pornography, a magazine.
Yeah.
I
That
think
too.
that
I was say bring them like
Dude,
the
they probably
Watchmen.
don't even care about boobs like Americans do. They probably see boobs all the
see that all
time
the
and
time.
look at it in a different way. Like you can.
No,
This
but
is
they
a
don't
different
know-
civilization.
They don't know about like a white girl with a big backyard. They don't know. They never seen
well,
that.
that's why
different.
that's
They
why
might
you,
just look at it like an alien and go, "What is this
Be like,
white creature?"
"Whoa."
this is why you have to do 1980s. You can't do anything now because it's too aggressive and like it's like too
It's not appealing to
pr-
them.
primed and proper, like with all the bodyscaping, right?
Yeah.
You need to go 80s. It needs to be a little natural, and it needs to. That's where I think it'll be more impactful.
They need
So
something
you're going with
else.
porn. Okay.
I'm sticking with the bop it, but porn
Bop it,
1980s
good.
pornography is the second one.
Shit.
A
Okay,
deck
I'm
of
gonna.
cards. Chat, what would you guys bring? People in the chat, give us your ideas too. K Fred says a soccer ball. Bring them a watermelon. Okay. Yeah, watermelon's pretty good. They don't have that
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I guess I don't. Maybe I'd bring, you know what I bring? Like a cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh my fucking god. That
Dude,
would be
what would they
so
even do?
good.
Would they spit it out because it's like disgusting, or would they
Like
be
too
in
rich for
love?
them.
Like, yeah, I need to
Honestly,
know.
whoever likes it would be like, fuck y'all haters. I'm keeping it. Yes, dude. Anybody can have a bite. If you don't like it, get the fuck out of
Dude,
here.
we're gonna
This is
start like
mine.
a civil war based off
Yeah.
of a slice of
I'm saying
cheesecake.
you
This is
drop
some
anything.
mythological shit.
It
Yeah.
changes a whole lot of stuff. I think
I
you
mean,
give them anything.
this is
Yeah.
why you're not allowed to bring things into the ecosystem. Like you can't put some weird animal in like in Australia, for example, right? You can't take a koala out because anything we bring them will fuck them up. I can't think
Yeah.
of anything that we give them that will be a beneficial ad. Instead, I think it's gonna just burn down the place because it's just
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
It's the prime directive, dude. You can't fuck with these unknown, untouched societies. I'm not unknown.
Mhm.
they know, right?
You know
'Cause
what
anything
you know
infects them.
you know what I'm bringing?
Hmm.
I'm dropping off Katy Perry.
Dude.
She could go, dude.
Inspire the
Yeah, the
world.
Kardashians shit. I'm
Wait, yeah.
I'm bringing the
She'll
Kardashians.
she'll sing "What a Wonderful World," and it's gonna be so sick. And she's like, "Oh, like this is it, dude."
Dude, imagine a solar powered flashlight. They would probably lose their shit over a
Flashlight would be
solar powered
dope.
flashlight. That's a K-Fred moment. That's not a me idea.
Oh yeah, K Fred, true.
Dude, that's genius.
Oh man, I don't. Well,
It'd be
did you
fun.
did
Yeah.
you did you see this news story? I laughed because it was kind of relatable. A Georgia 911 caller hears dispatcher ordering McGriddle during emergency call. You seen this?
That's great.
Uh,
I have not
this happened.
actually.
This happened in Chatham County. A 911 caller in Chatham County, Georgia, had a very hard time getting through to dispatchers when he thought someone was breaking into his home. When he finally let get through, he said the dispatcher was ordering breakfast. On Valentine's Day, Dylan Johnston started his morning by calling 911. My wife called me while I was at work about 9:30 and said someone was snooping around the house, knocking on the doors and banging on windows and stuff, Johnston said. He called the county's non-emergency line first, followed by 911 three times. He finally got an answer at 9:31 a.m. after trying for about 6 minutes according to his phone's call log. I was panicking. My wife was home alone with my 5-month-old daughter. I was coming home not knowing what I was going to come home to. After about 3 minutes into Johnson's 911 call, he heard the dispatcher talking to others around her and appearing to order breakfast.
That's
McGriddle.
so funny.
Cough. I'm sorry, what? Can be heard on a 911 call. Johnson said he was stunned to be called. So not only was a person ordering McGriddle, she coughed and like was trying to like play it off like like I'm
Wait,
like taking
how are you a dispatcher in like McDonald's drive? I just don't even understand. Where do these people work?
I think what it is, all right, you know what it is? I'm the 911 dispatcher. Victor is the one with the phone on in his hand with Uber Eats open, and it's like,
Yeah.
hey man, I gotta order something now, all right? Like we gotta do it before surge pricing, and he's like putting it into my face, and I'm like, I can't
Just-
do it.
Just order really quick, dude. They'll be fine. You know.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they
so
do.
she wasn't like in a drive-through. She was just saying like, "Yeah, I'm a girl," and then like continued her.
I think it's acceptable.
It's just imagine if you were the one that was calling the dispatcher.
Yeah. Yeah. That is like, what the fuck's going on?
I'm
But
literally like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, I could be stabbed and like bleeding out and dying, and you're like McGriddle. What?
The last thing you hear is McGriddle.
that's
Low
not
key,
like
I'm a
this.
McDonald's fan, so that's kind of iconic. But if I wasn't such a piece of shit, then that would really suck.
I think
I,
that's hysterical.
I mean, like, if anyone needs to be nourished, it's the 911 dispatcher.
Gotta keep them fresh, dude. They're dealing with a lot.
So we're
Tough
saying a
job.
McGriddle is nourishment nowadays.
They should be going to Chick-fil-A, but I don't know what this neighborhood is. Maybe that's all they got.
Okay, what's your Evelyn's a McDonald's girly? What's the breakfast meal you go to? Is it the McGriddle? Is it the... I have mine. I already know what it is I get at McDonald's. You have to think about it. Huh?
You want me to answer while you're thinking?
He has an answer, I think.
Oh, I was at,
We're
for
asking
me,
you.
yeah, we're asking you.
Oh, me.
Yeah,
I'm
so
a
Evelyn,
McDonald's.
girly.
I'm McDonald's. What am I
What do
getting?
you get?
what is it that you would get?
Oh, it depends on my mood. I'm so sorry, I missed that entirely.
It's like,
Silent,
damn,
we're
dude.
like,
I'm like, what do you mean? We're waiting for Vic.
Really thinking it over.
I was just observing this conversation. I'm not even here right now. It depends on the mood. If I'm having any sweet inclinations, I'm going deluxe breakfast. And then
Oh.
I'm sure you guys might know this, but maybe you don't because Worldwide Handsome didn't know this for a long time that you can use all those extra components to build a sandwich. You take the two McMuffins, you take the square egg and the bacon, and you make a breakfast sandwich with your pancakes. So you get sweet and savory. That's the moment. But if I'm not in a sweet mood, then I'm just getting two sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffins. So I'm not even really a McGriddle fan. My mom's huge on McGriddle. Shout out to my mom's. I will do a McGriddle with one bun. It's too sweet for me with two buns.
The infused buns is a little
Yeah.
much for me.
So I sausage egg McMuffin instead. But when I
You do
want
the
something
two, the
sweet,
two combo
yeah,
thing?
two. The two for whatever the fuck it is now, like $800.
I can't
Yeah.
do that. I think it's too much.
I do two and a hash
Surprisingly.
brown.
Oh wow, I just do the one. That's my thing every time. I go and they're like, "Yeah, can I get a minute?" And I'll like look at all, and I just get the same fucking thing. Sausage egg muffin with cheese, hash brown, orange juice, right?
Sausage egg McMuffin
Um,
with cheese. Yep. No, I'll
'Cause they
do
say,
two
"Do you
of
wanna get
those.
the two for $4 or whatever," and I'm like, I'm good. Like I can't just straight up eat two
What?
of them. It feels like salty. It's something about the sausage that feels like I can't have two of those back to back, even though it's not the amount of food. It's like the
I think
flavor
McDonald's is
profile.
part of my DNA. I'm the different.
Yeah.
I'm the exception to the rule.
I-
What's your breakfast choice? I want to know. What are you guys
Yeah, what do you
picking
get?
fast food wise?
For me, it's the sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Biscuit. You're a
The,
biscuit guy,
the
dude.
biscuit is in fuego. I don't like I don't need the English muffin. I don't.
Dude,
The
I'm
McGriddle,
adding this to the things that you're wrong about.
the McGriddle like
Just
is like
keep
nah, I'm
posting
like
that.
whatever.
Different
Well, he was
reasons.
wrong about this week.
No, the problem with the McMuffin is like the McMuffin where it makes its money is the nooks and crannies with the butter. Like that's when the English muffin shines, and you don't get that in a sausage McMuffin because it's just like fucking their mayo and cheese. Like
There's
not
no
a,
mayo in
mayo,
there.
dude.
Are you
No,
on
whatever.
crack, dude? You
No,
don't even know what you're
no.
talking
yeah, but
about.
whatever you put in it because it doesn't have the butter.
Fuck
Is what I'm
Mark.
saying. Is what I'm
He's
saying.
wrong again. There's no mayo.
Like
Mark's
the
wrong.
McMuffin is dry, dude.
Wow.
Nah, dude, you're
It
wrong.
is.
He
Get
got
the
a
sausage
he got a
biscuit.
mark emoji in the chat.
That's so yeah, the mark emoji's in the chat, dude. But you know what? I feel that way about the biscuit. I feel like the biscuit's dry. Like it's powder. I'm
Yeah.
like I'm working through it like sand in the mouth, you know?
Biscuit is in fuego, dude. A
I think
biscuit.
Jack has the best breakfast sandwich of the fast food places.
But I want their breakfast sandwich for dinner or lunch.
You can have it anytime.
That's
Yeah.
why. That's why I Jack's. But when I want breakfast for breakfast, it's Mickey D's. But what are you getting at Jack's?
The supreme whatever croissant. It's
Yeah,
actually
that's the
pretty
one.
damn
It's the
good.
croissant, bacon, egg kind of situation.
Yeah, it's really good actually. Sausage egg muffin is like goated kind of, but the
It's not.
It is.
croissant is pretty fucking good too. I'm just saying. I give
Yeah,
that a
I agree
shot.
with that. I agree with
Sometimes
that.
give it a shot. And I'll still get two tacos maybe. It combos well. Those tacos can put it anywhere as a side to me. So
Dude, there are no rules at Jack in the Box. You can do anything you want any time of the day.
I don't eat fast food breakfast anywhere else though. Is there anywhere else besides Jack and McDonald's that has redeemable fast food breakfast? Taco Bell, that is asinine. I don't understand why they're serving breakfast. Like Carl's, I've never gone there for breakfast. Is there anywhere like that you guys go for
No.
breakfast besides those two?
Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah. Okay, Chick-fil-A as well.
I did try literally today, ironically, for the first time in my life, a Chick-fil-A biscuit with
That
like
chicken
the
biscuit is
spicy biscuit with
insane.
the, I don't know, it was bacon and egg and I don't know what. It didn't have chicken in it. I'm gonna preface it with that. But like,
Oh,
I didn't order this. This was just something that manifested. But I didn't love it. I was just like, okay. Like, I took a bite and I was like, this is giving me the ick, and I couldn't finish the half that I was offered.
See, like, this is
yeah.
like I don't know what's going on, dude. Chick-fil-A breakfast
Chick-fil-A breakfast is really good.
is
What are you
really good.
getting? Is it a chicken
The
situation?
chicken biscuit, isn't that just it? It's
Maybe
like
that's the
a
problem because it was like bacon and egg.
nah, dude. I gotta look up a picture of it now because that's just so good. Dude. I'm gonna just look at it. Chicken biscuit breakfast.
Well, dude, this is what I'll do before our next episode. I'll try to make my way over to one of those and give you guys a report back.
You gotta put honey on it.
Ugh,
Yeah.
I don't like
Well,
honey.
to close the loop on this whole like dispatcher,
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Story.
Chatham County Commission Chairman Chester Ellis said the dispatcher's actions are under review, and while this is really alarming, it's ba 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 ba. I'm loving it. So,
That's a
like,
good place to
All right.
end.
Yeah.
Don't
I
we
don't know,
think?
man. That's so
We're gonna
weird.
start stealing Mark's thunder. I think that's a good place to end. Um, Vic, do you want to take us out with that?
Do you got it?
Stick around for Pillow Talk if you're or Pillow Talk if you're live. That's the one, right? Am I good on time?
Yeah.
Dude, we can. That's. I think
Where's
that's a
the
good place
music?
to end. Is what you're going with. So, Victor, take us home.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We are To Live and Talk in LA. You can find us every Wednesday live on YouTube and Twitch.tv. If you can't catch us live, though, check out the podcast, which comes out on podcast app, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. That's on Thursday mornings. And stick around for Pill Talk. Oh, and follow us on social media because we got some great content on there. Crafted by Evelyn. I'm gonna give her full credit today. She's amazing. And finally, last but not least, stick around for Pillow Talk because we're still here. Peace.
OMG, we're dropping fire on the YouTube chat, you guys.
Yeah, we got a question from EMC. Good topic to start Pillow Talk. From the
Dude,
Central Valley. How hard is it to live in LA with normal income? Well, we all find a way, It depends what you consider normal. But, if you're on the lower end, you can get a studio apartment in K-Town. Pretty cheap.
For 3,000.
Yeah.
dude, it's hard. It's hard. That's all.
K-Town's pretty cheap, isn't it? I thought K-Town was cheap.
Stop. What's cheap nowadays? There's no cheap. Not even the hood is cheap.
Someone from Central Coast is asking, and we need to let them know, like, hey, so like, what are the best buys you can get at Erewhon?
You get a
the best
$20 strawberry at Erewhon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
There
you can
you
eat
go.
that one strawberry.
Dude, I saw an overheard delay that somebody was like, "Oh, where do you get your heroin?" And somebody was like, "I think you mean Erewhon." And I was like, "That's so LA.
Well,
That's as close as I get."
look, you think K-Town's expensive. Check this out, okay? You can rent a one-bedroom, one-bathroom studio in K-Town for $850 a month. It's pretty good.
Actually, that is pretty good. Shit. So if that's any
Guess-
perspective for Central Coast.
Guess how many square feet it is? One bedroom,
Okay.
one bathroom. I mean, it's a studio, so it's not really a one bedroom. It's a one bathroom studio in K-Town, $850 a month.
Dude, it's like 600 feet.
Dude, no, lock in 250.
Okay, 250. Mark, you can say 600. I'll tell you, you're wrong right now. You're
Yeah, okay.
you're
Dude,
over.
you're like dreaming
Yeah,
the
that's-
biggest I've ever heard in my life.
Okay, well, what is it?
It's 306. You get 306 square feet.
I wasn't too far
Or-
off.
No, you're not, and that's the sad part. Is it is quite small. It's a bathroom. You got a little table with a microwave on it, and you can fit a bed in there though. So Central
it's
Coast,
not-
come on down.
Dude, live your life far away if it works. But we love it here, and that's why we live and talk in LA.
Yeah, all my friends and family are here, so it's like I would just be lonely if I moved somewhere else. I got a lot of friends that talk about like moving to different places, Denver or Seattle or whatever. Also, probably expensive, not as bad, but it's like I don't know if I could do it because I would just get bored. I think,
So that was a question. How do we live here?
Yeah. How hard is
Yeah,
it to
okay.
live in LA with normal income? That's what
Yeah.
they said.
It's
Well,
hard.
we have to also define what is normal income.
Right. That's the thing. Normal is
Because,
different
like,
to everybody.
A throwback to Reddit. We mentioned Reddit earlier in this thing, where like they'll go into Ask LA, and they're like, "Guys, I'm coming to LA with no job, and I have like $80 in my bank account. Where can I live that's affordable?" And it's like,
Under
this
a
isn't for you,
bridge.
dude. Yeah, like even then under a bridge, they'll charge you too much. The resident homeless people have territory on that, so it's not for you, dude. You can't
It's
do it.
really not. It's not right.
Acapulco, to answer your question, the average jail cell is 48 square feet. So this is
I was literally
6
looking at that right now.
This is
That's
6 jail
insane,
cells. But that's not that bad.
Mm.
That actually makes it seem pretty big, right?
dude. No, this is like you guys and the Hitman prices. Where I was just like, what are these people talking? That is still small. Like if it's just you, like imagine trying to have a separation of space, like where you watch your TV versus where you
Mhm.
sit versus where you eat. Like those are at least like you gotta have like the three little segments, even if it's a shared room. And in 250 square feet, bro, or
Okay.
300, that's rough.
I don't know who this person is in YouTube chat. They say Modesto, all the same stuff to do in LA besides Disney. That is false. There is no way. I've never been to Modesto. There's no fucking way. You can get
2,000 for a
2,000
3 bed, 3 bath of 1,300 square feet. Is that what I'm reading?
There's no way everything in LA is in Modesto, or else everybody would be in Modesto. So I should go
Okay.
check it out, though. Maybe it's pretty good. I don't know. I'm
This is-
Googling
this-
it.
They
This
did
is
say
what-
not Disney though.
This is what they do. This is what everyone does that's not from LA, and it always drives me nuts, which is they'll say, "Hey man, we live out in Lancaster, and it's like we have everything that LA has. We just got a Target, and we have a Buffalo
We got a
Wild
claim
Wings.
jumper. It's dope.
You should come. You should come move to Lancaster because we have everything." And it's like it is not everything. Please don't even do that, because like then.
That you've
Victor-
insulted a real Angelina.
Victor,
Okay.
you know this too for a fact. People will live in Lancaster and commute to LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
And
do.
but it's one thing to hear about it. It's one thing to know people who do it, because you're like, dude, that is like
There's shells
do
of a
not-
normal person with all that
you're
community.
not. You're
I don't
not
know how
human.
they do it, but they
That's terrible.
the cost of living must be
Let me tell you something.
significantly worth it, but it's not
It's
worth it for me. I'm with
Nah, dude.
Acapulco. I'm doing the beds folding into the wall situation. Like I am mastering like maximum living if I'm in a 300 square foot space. Like my bed is my
Yeah.
desk, which is my table, which is like those little tables
Mhm.
that's like just for two, but then when you have guests, you can expand it to like 8.
Yeah.
Like I'm living that kind of fast life.
In a
I'm
minute.
I'm doing the New York fast living. I'm making it entrepreneurial in there.
I just think like I like food and entertainment quite a bit, and it's like I'm a homebody, but I like to go out to eat to good places, and I just don't think that anywhere but big cities has like food options that I like. Also, like there's no Comedy Store in Modesto. Like people don't go there. Like the concerts, you got to drive far away for everything. You know what I mean? Like I just think I don't think there's places that are like this place is an institution and everybody goes here because it's the best. It's like you only get those at like big cities, you know?
All right.
Do they have pop-ups in Modesto? Like, is that even a thing? We need the
I don't
LA
know.
pop-ups to survive and thrive. We've talked about this.
Yeah, I don't know.
What
I'm
were you gonna
willing
say,
to-
Mark?
I'm willing to hear though. I'll see.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sell us Modesto in the chat.
Please.
Tell us the top 3 things that you would do, and give us like the things that are like LA, and we want you to sell it to us.
I don't even. I'm not
I'm
trying to hate or
curious.
kick them out of the chat. I hope they don't.
I
take
don't
it
even.
the
I
wrong
don't.
way.
I don't know anything about
Yeah,
Modesto.
I
I'm
know,
actually
man. It's
curious.
us.
You know, but
Pitch us your we want to hear, because like we want to evolve. I want to be able to, when we do our live podcast from Modesto at the Arco gas station, it's gonna be chill, and I want to be able to do it.
yeah,
Dude, we're
you
gonna
can't
eat
take
our
shots at
words.
LA like that, and then just
No.
you gotta give us something.
When was the
See.
last time you guys had a massage?
I've
When I
only
was in
had one
Santa Barbara.
massage.
Really?
I think we talked about this. I've only had
That's
one,
what
and it
you
was
need
the
to do to
blind
cope.
woman with the dog. No, and I don't like people touching me, and then there was too much conversation. I've never gone back, but I support people who like massages. So tell
Masseuses
me
don't
about,
speak.
dude. I was in a different place. It was
What's
called
that?
Massage Envy. Maybe that was why. But
Oh.
Wait,
what
so
was
there-
your Santa Barbara experience?
It was bad actually, but Massage Envy is supposed to be
Shit.
pretty nice.
Yeah, dude, they did
It
me
was bad
dirty.
because that guy was fucking using, like, it felt like a jackhammer. He was just nailing the same like bony spots. I don't like my bones being massaged. Like, I like a more relaxing, kind of light,
Mhm.
just, muscly, hit the knots. But he was just kind of like, and I was like, I did not like that. My girlfriend, on the other hand, who had a great time because her back is like made of rocks or something. She wants you to just bang that
Dude, I
shit like a
don't want a
drum.
masseuse. I want a chiropractor. I want the like TikTok one that's gonna crack me up and
Yeah.
like set me into my place where I need to be. Like, I'm not a masseuse kind of. Are you a massage person,
Yeah.
Mark?
Yeah, I'm not really big on chiropractor.
Same.
it's just, I don't need.
I don't trust
That's what
them.
I need.
Yeah. Well, hold up. So
Take
you
me
said
out, dude.
you said the person was too chatty.
They talk to me a lot.
Uh,
They were also blind and had their seeing eye dog in the room, and the dog kept like lifting
Yeah,
its head
that's
and like looking
weird.
at me, and I could see it, and I was like, and then she saw, or I don't know what, like she asked me something, and I said something about Harry Potter, and then she was just, I love Harry Potter, but she was just telling me about Harry Potter when I was like, when
She's
you get
like,
in the
she's
Uber and
never
you're
seen
like
it.
not trying to talk.
mhm.
Good one. It
Nice.
was a book first. I'll give that to you. But yeah, it was she
True.
probably just read it like everybody else and used her imagination. But yeah, no, it was awful. I'm not a
Yeah.
fan. I'll never go back.
Oh, that's a shame, dude. That's something I think you need to run it back.
Yeah, I think that was a bad experience. Like, they're not all like that.
I had
Vic
it.
didn't give me a lot of steam right now. I don't know.
That was a bad one too. But the one I had before that in Mexico,
Mhm.
bliss. It was amazing. They gave me a facial too, like the good kind,
Mm.
full massage. It was really warm and it was just really nice. It was a couples massage. It was lovely.
Do you request is it just whoever comes as your masseuse, or do you request a woman or a guy?
I mean, I'd prefer it be a woman, but like I've actually no. The last one I had was a dude, and maybe that's why I didn't like it. I don't know, but I think I don't. I'm open. I think it's fine. I'm not a Costanza.
No, I will always ask for a woman. Like I will
Okay.
do that.
If
And
it's a guy,
it's
you'll tell him to switch.
uh
You just do it up front.
well okay, so there is a story.
He'll just take it, dude.
There is a story. I don't know if I told you this one, but the Guatemalan was getting very specific massages after a surgery, right? So like she was going in every week, and we were just doing those massages, and it was like one of those like you do these after. It was, I don't know what you call them, like clinic massages or something, but they
Hmm.
were essentially helped for the um the healing part of it. And every week I went, I said, "Oh man, like maybe eventually at some point I'll book a massage here." I've had like I've had like maybe 5 massages in my life, and I said, like maybe I'll book one here. I asked them what does it look like, and they have a relaxing one, and I said, okay, cool, like maybe one day I'll do it. And they said, actually, the only person who does the massages, the relaxing ones, is a guy. If you're okay with that, and I said, I'm thank you for telling me. I think I'm good. I'm good.
His
Like
voice hiked up like 3 octaves. You know,
it's cool if you're gay, and it's fine. It's just not for me. No, but I just said okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that. Like 3 months go down the road, we're still doing these massages. She had like a package of like 30 or 40, and I was like, 3 months have passed. Maybe something has changed. Do you have a woman to do this? And they said, yeah, we do. And I said, okay, cool. Next week follows up. We go to massage. I see this dude on the couch eating a Cliff Bar, and I was like, oh, like we must be here on time where someone's like this guy's waiting for his girlfriend or wife to come up and massage. We walk in, he finishes his Cliff Bar, and he puts out his hands and says, hey, Mark, I'm so and so. I'm your masseuse. And they're fucking liars, by the way. I'm gonna go on to tell and say they're liars,
yeah, dude.
because what he told me is like, oh well, the person who was supposed to do massages couldn't be here today, so if you're okay with it, I can take care of you today.
When
And
you're
it's like,
already there, dude.
and I'm already there, and it's like I don't want to be that guy. It's like, oh, hold up, dude. I don't want you to touch me because you're a guy, because that's not the point. The point is I just wanted a female to work on me because like I prefer that. Because like the thing about guys too is like guys are inherently stronger too, so like their medium is going to be a little different or harder. Like if I can have like a woman, unless she's like
You need a
heavy,
tender touch.
unless
We
she's
understand.
unless she's heavy set, then like she's giving me like her strongest might be a medium or something. I'm good with that. So I have to let this guy do the massage. And the one thing that I didn't like about the massage from this guy, was that he didn't touch my balls. No, I'm just kidding. Is
There's
that
no happy ending. Yeah.
when like he puts the oil, he's like, are you okay with oil? And I'm like, yeah, I guess, dude, if you need to do your job. And all of a sudden, he just puts the rubs it together and puts it in all these places. And like,
Was it,
he
wait a
rubs our
second.
feet.
Was it a good massage or a bad massage?
It was a
Let's
good
get to the end
massage.
game.
It was
There
a
we
good,
go.
it
That's
was
what
a
we
good,
needed to know. He
but
oiled you up and he did you well.
but I was like, bro, like, I didn't want that. And like, I felt like because I'm so polite, I just said, fuck it, like, let's just do it.
Miyagi,
Yeah, he Miyagi your ass, dude.
And I just did it, dude.
Wow.
I kind of love that moment for you.
Yeah. But the reason why I brought it up is because I had a massage last week or on the weekend. And it was just too, like, it was one of those things where it's too peaceful. And I was like, too much peace gives me anxiety.
In a massage?
Yeah, I feel like if they played like
Troubled
fucking,
man.
I don't know, like smooth jazz or something, like instead they had loud ass speakers of like waves crashing and hitting the shore. And it was
Oh,
too
we've talked
zen.
about this. You're a freakazoid. Another thing you're
Yeah.
wrong about. You don't like running water sounds.
No, running water sounds is fine. It was just too zen. Like
Hmm.
when it's too zen and relaxing, I actually become tense and unrelaxed.
That's
Especially when
interesting.
there's a man going in on you, huh?
Yeah. I think
Going,
it's a.
yeah, he's working my thighs.
What would you have preferred they played? Like some T-Pain? What's your preferred massage music, you
I'm
think?
in
What's your
love with
tempo?
a stripper.
Yeah, I mean smooth jazz.
Smooth
Like,
jazz.
yeah, it would
The
be
ocean
nice.
sounds is too low. Okay, I see.
Like, yeah, I just that free like that peace and calm. It just unsettles me.
I'll try it one day, but not anytime soon.
We should go get our earwax done. That's the thing I want us to do.
You've talked
Why
about
do you
this,
keep
and I
doing
said my
this?
ears are
Because
too
I want them.
clean, and then Vic said no, his are too waxy.
That's
It's
the
like the
point.
Goldilocks of fucking earwax. No,
I want that. I want to see who has the waxiest ears of our show.
that's gross, dude.
Yeah, okay,
I don't know.
fine. I'm down. I think I could win that one, so whatever. I have to
Health
clean my
insurance
ears like
covers-
every day, dude. It's a lot.
Health insurance covers it.
Well, I have health insurance now. Actually, I haven't enrolled yet, so
I
give
was
me
like,
a week.
technically, don't you have like some time before it kicks in?
Yeah, but I know what I'm picking.
We'll talk about it.
Even that BPO, dude.
I'll take it under consideration.
Yeah, I mean, like, because I took my dad to like he got his hearing aid finally,
Nice.
so he can hear us finally. Like
Is he pissed now that he can hear you?
now he has the option to tune us out. So he just goes ahead and like when mom's yelling, just turns down the volume in the hearing aid.
That's fine.
But like, yeah, like I like you kind of don't know how bad your hearing is until you like. I don't know if like your parents have bad hearing, but my dad is like he can't hear.
No, I mean, my mom's kind of like the bionic woman who was raised on a ranch in Guatemala. Like, she's gonna outlive us, you know?
But her hearing is fine.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
good.
My
Like,
parents
she
can hear.
just barely started wearing like glasses sometimes for like reading. Like, she's fine.
Okay.
Vic?
My parents can
Yeah.
hear. Yeah, they can both hear pretty well. We have poor vision is our thing, but they both got LASIK, so they're bionic people.
Yeah, we're reparable.
Are you gonna do LASIK?
No, never. I like wearing
That's good.
glasses. Like I like them. I think they look cool. It's not really that like inconvenient unless you're like wearing a helmet. That's the only time I don't like wearing glasses, and it's just helmets to have like a face guard. Like if I'm dirt biking or snowboarding, it's annoying. Otherwise, it's totally fine. So, yeah, the glasses are just not really a problem. I think, like, yeah, I don't know what people are doing all the time that they hate wearing them so much. You don't even notice them.
Dude,
Yeah, LASIK also expires. Your eyes get worse.
I just realized, like, Evelyn, do you have a tattoo?
Yeah, I have several.
Oh, you do?
Sad.
Mhm.
Ooh.
I didn't know that. I thought we were like, because Victor, you don't have one.
Mm-mm.
I was gonna say I thought we were gonna have like the minority where we all don't have tattoos, but Evelyn has
Mm,
some.
I've been
What do you
thinking a
have?
mm-mm.
lot about getting one though. I still just have one concept, and I keep coming back to it. And I think maybe if I like it for long enough, I'll do it.
What is it?
It would be right here, like an arm piece, the whole inner forearm canvas of my cat stomping a snake head under her paw, like a dead snake, with like a dagger in her mouth with like poison dripping off of it, like in a cool style. That's what I
I
want.
dig it. Do it. You
I
should do
think it'd be
it.
pretty cool,
When you
actually.
have a vision and it's clear, you should accomplish
I
it.
just like the idea of it, but I don't know. It seems like a lot just to have that one piece with nothing else. It's like, damn. So we'll see.
Evelyn, what's your tattoos?
I have matching pieces with people, which I know is a little bit taboo there, but my brother and I have a matching like biohazard, which was from when my dad passed away. And then I have like an ankle tattoo that's a number 4 that I have matching with a couple people that I met in room 4, which was like the big deal. I have a penguin that I have with a couple of my best friends. That was around when Atypical launched, if you guys are fans of that. Wonderful show.
Is that the show with Minnie Driver?
I don't know who that is.
She's like the British mom.
I don't think so.
Mini
Okay.
Driver.
Yeah.
Nah, it's hard to Google because you just get, oh yeah. No, I don't know.
The mom is Jennifer Jason Lee.
Oh. Oh no, Minnie Driver and Speechless.
Speechless, yeah.
That's
Why?
her.
Do you have how many are you yachted, Mark?
No, I'm not yet, dude. I'm.
Are you
I have no
0?
interest. I'm 0. I'm like I don't know what I wanted to get. Like
You don't
no,
need to get it.
yeah, I know. But like everyone's like everyone around me has tattoos now, and I was like I don't know if I'm gonna do it. And at Ren Fair, I was like when we were at Ren Fair, like um yeah, someone got tattoos like one of those like, and I was like dude like that's when you know you have a lot of tattoos when you can kind of just deal with what's like just option like on the menu book and then just do it from there. That means you have a lot of tattoos.
Yeah, I still don't think you got to do it.
Yeah, I like. Well, that's the thing. Like, I feel
If you
like
have a vision, commit. But if you don't have the Vicks cat with blood and snake and stop and knife, don't commit.
you know what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get Katy Perry coming down in space singing "It's a Wonderful World."
Make sure you add the penis-shaped rocket.
Dude, Victor's just dialed in right now.
Dude,
I'm
he's
replying to I'm
laughing.
replying to YouTube because there's dialogue going in there, but I don't
Ooh,
want to take over
LA
the chat.
dialogue.
Tell us, dude. Before we...
Well, you guys should have it open. You
Dude,
know,
it's all
it's
about the
the
COL, which is hard in LA. It's
it's the
about cost of
The
living.
Modesto VLA chat is happening, dude. And K Fred is talking about it. And, here, I'll give you guys the highlights to say, what's the pros of living in the city? They said there's good food everywhere, but, justifying living in LA because of the history. As someone who doesn't live in LA, the history died a long time ago. Well, it's like, for someone who doesn't live in LA, you may not see the history or go to places that have it, but there definitely is some, I would say. But also, history is not everybody's thing. And I think, like, saying there's good food everywhere is kind of dismissive because, sure, there's good food everywhere, but I bet you there's better food in LA and New York than there is in, Oxnard or whatever random city you want to go to. But it also depends on how important that is for you, right? And it's like,
Yeah.
so it just depends, And then K Fred is saying, hey, there's a lot of culture museums and historical places to go to. And this person says, how many times do you visit the museum or those historic places when you live there? Well, yeah, I'm not there every fucking day. Of course not, right? But you can go. Like, I can go to a different museum every weekend if I wanted to, probably for the next year. And that would be pretty cool. So people that enjoy that or,
I think
Comic-Con.
that's what makes LA LA is like the people that value the LA parts
Yeah.
want to be in LA and the people that are like, you don't really need that museum or those lights or that thing. Like they're the people that are kind of out there, but also to say like none of us are actually living under the poverty line in Los
Yeah.
Angeles. Like we're all making well above minimum wage out here, so
I
we
don't live
can't
in
really speak to
poverty.
that piece.
I'm
Yeah.
also not rich, right? Like I'm doing
Yeah.
okay.
I'm a good
Uh,
solid middle class,
I think it just
maybe.
depends. Like it's like a balance between like how much do you want a house and how much do you want cool stuff to do, right? And it's like, and if you don't care to have cool stuff around to do, and you just want to go home and watch TV every day in your house that you purchased, that's perfectly fine. Like you can get a big house and a dog and have a family. My girlfriend and I don't want kids. So it's like it's not something we worry about. We love being in LA because she's a musician. I like going to all kinds of stuff. You know, you have all the sports teams, comedy clubs, all the music comes here. Granted, you can drive from Modesto to somewhere that has those things, but that's also not something I'm willing to do. But it's like, it just depends. Like same reason people go to Palmdale. You know, you get a house for really cheap. You live in the desert, but there's like, there's stores and there's places to eat around there. It's not like they live in a fucking,
I mean, I'm
wasteland.
not even in LA. Like, let's be real. I'm not
Yeah.
in the city of Los Angeles. I'm in, I think, LA County technically, but like,
I
it's
mean,
all
I can get to
different. So
LA
it's a
in
preference thing.
20 minutes, with traffic. I don't like going to downtown. I'll be the first to tell you guys. I hate going to downtown, but I like going to Santa Monica to go check stuff out, or going to Sunset Hollywood. Like, there's just so many things you can do. You can go to the beach. You can do whatever you want. So it's just nice to have the options. I think
Why are you smiling, Mark?
he doesn't like Santa Monica. I guess that's what.
yeah, I like Santa Monica. The downtown is a blast. I love downtown, and I think Evelyn is LA. Like that's the true
Greater
essence of
LA.
LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's
Greater
very-
LA. This is true. Yeah.
I always hated when like I would talk to people online, like I was playing Xbox and like, oh, you're from California? What part? Los Angeles. Oh, me too. What part of Los Angeles? Palmdale. And I'm like, that's no.
That's not
Palmdale
LA.
doesn't
That's
count.
different, dude. That's not
not.
even in the
That's
county.
not.
Like,
Th-
that's
that's
the
what I'm
different
saying.
jurisdiction.
Like you are in LA County.
I think like if you are talking to somebody that you don't know where they are in the world and they ask where you're from, you can say LA because
Yeah,
'cause
that's
if
what you
say
say.
Palmdale, they'll say, "Where the fuck is that?" And you say, "It's near LA," right? So you're just saving yourself a step. If you're talking to somebody who's in California or lives in SoCal, for sure, I think you got to say Palmdale. You got to call it out.
Yeah, dude. It's facts.
Yeah. But anyways, I don't know where you guys are at. I need to get some In-N-Out because I didn't get dinner today, and y'all need. I need a burger, dude. It is
In
Wednesday.
and out. In
So,
and
I'm gonna
out.
get a
Enjoy,
burger.
Vic.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining, my dude.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out
everybody.
with us, stream. Oh, hey, Victor, there's an In-N-Out in Modesto. We can just
There's
go drive
two. I actually
Yeah.
checked.
there.
There's two, so they got that. You know what? It's not
Hey,
all
we got
bad.
some good shit in Modesto, dude.
Yeah, we love it. We love Modesto, and thank you for joining the chat and gave
Yeah,
Modesto
dude,
a
for
little
real.
shine, dude.